This is a Fox News Alert. Chicago on edge, bracing for protests as a graphic video is released. Be warned, some viewers may find this extremely graphic. The video showing a white cop shooting and killing a black teen. That officer, Jason Van Dyke, just charged with first-degree murder. And in that video from 2014, 17-year-old Laquan McDonald can be seen walking away from police armed with a small knife. Officer Van Dyke then opens fire, hitting McDonald 16 times. The on-the-record legal panel is here. Former homicide detective and criminal defense attorney Ted Williams, former prosecutor Katie Phang. Ted, first to you, 16 times. He gets out of a car and opens fire 6 seconds later. He's fired 16 rounds in 14 seconds.
Well, Greta, I can tell you I'm outraged about this because this happened in October 2014. We're just learning about this young man being shot 16 times by this officer. And when you look at the video, this kid is not.
Well, I mean, don't you want a thorough, complete? I mean, like, I want the right investigation. I'm scandalized by what I see on the video, but taking a year for investigation, I mean, that's the least of the problems.
It's the least of the problems, but it showed that, as far as I'm concerned, there was a cover-up in that city of this. They could have brought this out a lot sooner. They didn't.
You know, I'm actually surprised, Katie. When I was practicing law, they wouldn't release any videos or anything until after it's been introduced into evidence. We get this video, and there hasn't even been a trial. It's a stunning video.
It's a stunning video. It's shocking. He literally, Jason Van Dyke, is that bad apple in every bunch that we talk about. And he's the reason why cops get a bad name in terms of the violation of people's rights. I mean, the poor Laquan McDonald, he's dead. But I actually disagree with Ted. I don't think there was any type of cover-up. It takes a long time to investigate a police shooting properly. And the thing that I'm worried about is, was there a rush to indict him for first-degree murder to avoid riots in the streets of Chicago? If I were his defense attorney, I would be all over that.
You know what, though, Katie? But, Katie, according to what's being released, is that he was shot from 10 feet away. So, you know, it's very hard to say that a police officer would be in reasonable fear. He's there armed. He's with another police officer who's armed. Now, he had a knife, but it says small knife. But nonetheless, 10 feet away is not is quite a distance to shooting someone.
It is quite a distance away. And, Katie, you may disagree with me, but you had this video. Any other person, if it wasn't a police officer, you had a video of a police officer being shot this way, you wouldn't take a damn year to do an investigation. You would have moved a lot faster.
They didn't wait a year to do the investigation. I mean, I don't know what took so long, but
I just don't think it should have taken so long, Greta. I think this is outrageous. I think the city leaders have some responsibility to bring this kind of thing to the public's attention, and it doesn't take a year to do it.
I guess now that we have it, I don't see that they tried to hide it. This was always going to come out. As far as I know, they settled with the family of the young man who was $5 million. But I mean, like the facts are pretty stunning. I mean, apparently, what happened, according to the facts in the Chicago Tribune, is that he fired 16 rounds in 14 seconds. He was reloading his gun when another officer told him to stop. Katie?
The entire factual scenario. Yeah, the entire factual scenario is absurd. He was surrounded by 5 other cops. Now, Laquan McDonald was armed with a knife and had PCP in his system, which we know leads to paranoia and hallucinations. But the reality is they were trying to corral Laquan McDonald. He had taken a knife and stabbed the tire and stabbed the windshield of a police squad.
Katie, who gives a damn? He wasn't a threat to the police officers. A police officer can shoot a person if they're a threat to the police officer or to them or another citizen. You can't just assassinate somebody like this guy was assassinated.
I think the important fact, if I were on a jury, is that he was fired from 10 feet away, according at least to the report, and that's 10 feet away, and he's armed with a gun, and there are other police officers there, and that he unloaded his gun. He unloaded the gun. The guy's on the ground after the first or second shot, and he's reloading.
But we must make sure we're clear here to the public. There are some wonderful men and women on police forces. This guy is not representative of those men and women.
He will get his trial, and the jury will have a chance to consider it. But indeed, that is so true. I've been down to that police memorial where there are more than 21,000 names etched on there. But this officer will get his trial. Ted and Katie, thank you.
He will.